Hi everybody, it's Brenda here with Be Balanced Art. Today I'm going to be doing another spiral flower dip. That's one of my favorites and I haven't done one for a while, so I want to get back to it. First I want to tell you about this. This is just a water spray bottle. The only thing in it is water, but one is very nice to have around because if you get little dimples or dips in your canvas, it's not tight. Then you can actually take your water bottle, spray the back, get the whole thing really good. If you've got a bad corner, spray it extra into the corner. Make sure you coat the whole entire thing well. Let it drain off, and then it will tighten your canvas. Hear that tight sound? Like a drum? That means that it has been tightened. I sprayed it before I started filming and then realized I probably should explain to you about the water bottle and how handy it is to have around. Now, to our flower dip. I'm going to start with some white. Now, I haven't done this on camera for a while. I usually have it prepped for you before I start filming, but this time I'm doing it now. I like to use a balloon to spread my paint. The reason is because then I can make it as thick or as thin as I want, because the balloon actually will take paint off and move paint around very easily for you. This is especially important on a chain pull. I won't do a chain pull without using a balloon to spread my paint. I know a lot of people don't feel that way, which is absolutely fine. It's just how I feel about it. I think it just makes it a lot better because you can have a much thinner layer of paint for a flower dip. Now, for a spiral flower pour, it's not the same. You don't really have to have a thin layer. You can have as thick a layer as you want because your paint is much thicker on a spiral flower dip. And this will be a reverse dip. There we go. Now, that was Apple Barrel White. The other colors I'm using today are Sax Violet, trying to get that nice round shape to start. Get a little closer to the bottom here. There you go. Sax Violet, Rust-Oleum Metallic Accents Pearl White, I only use this for special effects. Okay, and now I have got Folk Art Metallic Sapphire Blue. Liquitex Basics Neon Pink. And my torch is not working now. I have a new one on order, so normally I would be torching this, but and gold. I think I want a little more pink. It's a little bit of a thin line. Neon pink is a beautiful color. I think that's a little better. Now let's give it a leaf. That is Liquitex Basics Light Green. This one is Artist Loft Phthalo Green. Now, for our reverse dip. Reverse dip is when you put plastic, a paper towel, or saran wrap, or something like that over the top. A dip is when you put the paint directly on the table, or on plastic on the table, and put a blank canvas on top of it. I think that uses more paint, so I prefer the dip to the reverse dip. Or I prefer the reverse dip to the dip, sorry. I know what I mean, I just don't always say what I mean. Hopefully you figured out what I meant. It still seems odd that this is the reverse dip and that the other is the dip, but that's the way it is. Make sure it's got good contact everywhere. You can usually see air bubbles. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but here's a bubble right here, and you have to make sure it contacts the plastic and here. But you don't want to smash it down, you want to gently tap it down. Alright, let's see if this works. You grab opposite corners, pull together. Opposite corners, pull together, little twist and lift. Now the torch won't hold the butane, so after I'm done filming I will get the torch and try to get these air bubbles out. But since it's not holding butane very well, I don't want to leave you guys sitting for 10 minutes while I try and get the bubbles out of my painting. Alright, let's bring it in for a close-up. I will tweak it later off camera. Trying to get the paint off my gloves so I don't get it on my camera. First, let me show you. This was yesterday's painting. It's been drying overnight. It's still probably a little bit wet, but it's mostly dry. It's a little bit darker in here than I'd like, so you're not getting as good an image as you should. That was yesterday's painting. And now for today's. Like I said, I know I've got bubbles in it, but I've got some beautiful cells, which I love on a flower. To me, it looks like dew. Dew on the petals. Little spiral in the center. Two little leaves. Very easy to create the leaves. This is one of my favorite paintings to do. I don't know why. I think I just love the colors and the shape. And there it is. So let me thank you for watching. Please like, give me a thumbs up, share if you have friends that like pour painting or fluid art. Please leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you again for watching. This is Brenda with V Balance Art saying bye-bye.